successful in the situation.
Okay, explain it to me then. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Like you're interrupting my day. Alrighty, how's it going, guys? BusterBrew99 here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, instead of getting a vlog, you guys are going to be with me while I break down a couple things that has been happening lately with me involving spam calls. If you are somebody that gets a lot of spam calls, I'm right there with you. I probably get at least 2 or 3 a day now, and I know just like, oh, don't answer them. But the thing is that they use phone numbers that are related to where I come from in my like near my area code, right? And so I don't know who's calling me, and being somebody that deals with a lot of other people, I like to answer the calls in case it is somebody important that I need to speak with. So that is what you see right up here. This is Audacity. If you don't know what that is, you obviously have never recorded any audio before. But basically, I have several clips that I want you to listen to, and I basically have been trying ever since I began to get these phone calls very frequently to find out what's been going on. I would I'd hit the button that says put me on the do not call list. I would you know, do all those things. I would say put me on the do not call list, and I would always get calls still, and people would be like, oh, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. And then when I began to ask questions, the conversation would go a little bit like this.
Okay, I'll connect you to the specialist. That will give you all the details. Please stay on the line. Can you please give me your first and last name to introduce you correctly?
And I began to not want to give
I actually
them
have a question for you real
obviously.
Okay.
Why do I keep on receiving calls from you guys? So as you can see, he hung up on me. He didn't really find my questioning to be very funny, and this is a simple tactic that they can use because, you know, what else are they, like, it doesn't hurt them to hang up on me. So in this call, I got transferred to a specialist.
In the process of being taken off the list, I do apologize that it's not done yet.
If it's in the process, dude, it's been probably a month. Let's be real here. Like, we know you guys aren't trying anything to try to get my name off of a call list. Like, let's be real for a second. Let's be real for a second.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, sir.
There's no way you guys are trying to get my name
Sorry
off
for the
of
audio
call
being
list.
loud on this
Literally, all
one.
you have to do is go into your files and erase my name from the call list. It's not like it's this huge process. If I wanted to, I could go in and delete any contact in my call list.
But you need to keep in mind, we can delete it, and I will delete it as soon as I get off the phone.
See, the last person said the same thing, and here you are calling me again.
And here you are not listening to what I'm trying to explain.
That's because every time I call,
Your numbers keep getting called.
yeah, every time.
Situation.
Okay, explain it to me then. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Like you're interrupting my day.
Thank you. Now, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, the reason that you keep getting calls is because we use a call system, and we get your information from the vehicle database.
What vehicle database?
On a regular basis.
What vehicle database?
Have a nice day, sir.
No. Wait, don't leave me. So, as you can see, I got put on with a specialist that time, and he got quite heated. He said that he couldn't delete my name, but then he said after this call I would delete it. I was very angry after this one. He also had mentioned that I was interrupting him when he was trying to explain himself, and I had said, well, you are interrupting my day, which is true. They do interrupt my day because I do answer these calls, and I know it's just like, oh, don't answer the calls. Well, it's not that easy. So let's open up another one here.
For what? You are trying to get placed on the do not call list or something?
Well, so that's the thing. So every time that I get a call from this number, I press the button that says put me on the do not call list the first time, and then I've been put.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the automated system right now.
Yeah, and so I
can do
get.
that manually for
Isn't
you.
that
Well,
convenient?
see,
That's the thing. Is I come across to you guys then, and I ask to be placed on the do not call list. I've been assured that it's going to happen, and then after I've been assured that it's going to happen, another person has continued to call me, and then they said that they were backed up in the list and that they were trying to get rid of the numbers on the list. And so then you guys have called me again.
People I'm working with, they don't necessarily follow through with what they're, you know what I mean? I don't know. I can do that for you. I'll make sure that it gets done. I don't have all the information
you know, they've got all that information. If you want to get the information, I can transfer you over, and they can give it to you.
Yeah, that'd
take a minute or two.
That'd be great. Thank you.
And like I said, for your year of a vehicle, it's actually going to be, like, from what I understand, is that the older vehicles...
He doesn't know anything about it, but he can give me all this information.
Cheaper,
isn't that crazy?
Basically have them fixed or worked on for the parts, etc.
That's not true at all.
So, I don't think...
Typically, the older the vehicle, the more expensive the fixes.
It's probably not going to be expensive. But yeah, I'll go ahead and transfer you over now.
See, he says that it's not going to be expensive, but he doesn't know what needs to be done with my car.
Ask how many questions you may have as far as the cost and coverage. Before I transfer you over, can you please verify the first letter of your last name?
F. That is true.
Okay, F. Is that your first name or last name?
Last name.
Okay, I had something different here. Can you verify your first last name for me?
No, I cannot.
Okay, well, I had Kennedy here.
And where did you get that information from?
I'm not sure. It's associated with the telephone number.
So he asked me for the first letter of my last name, and I tell him F, and he goes, oh, I had something different there. He literally said my name. What did he have different?
But if you don't want...
They're trying to verify the name. Basically, this goes on for a little bit. The guy gets angry, hangs up on me, and I tell him that he's wasting my time, and he says I'm wasting his time, and that he's a legitimate person, and all that stuff, which I imagine they offer a legitimate business and a legitimate service, sure. But the reason why I prefaced all of this was because of the conversation that I just had with a guy who said he was in his 20s, okay? I'm going to play you guys the latest recording that I have, and the whole reason why I'm starting these videos. And that is because I actually came across a guy who is willing to give me honest answers about what goes on in a call center. So, let's let me get to the part where we actually start talking with him, because,
as soon as possible.
So,
Representative is working.
To be fair, this one was not the same people. This one was for somebody that was saying that they could help me better my small business. So let's go on.
To take your call.
Hi, Kennedy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How's your day going?
It's been better. We had a fire alarm last night that just kept on going off, so you can see when I talked to this guy. Another thing is that this guy seemed different right off the bat, only because of the fact of the way he was discussing with me. He wasn't just instantly trying to get into his pitch. He wasn't. You could tell he had a little bit of a difference in him, and that's why I decided, hey, this is gonna be a good one to keep recording.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You couldn't remove the battery from it? Was it like in a building?
Yeah, I was in a building.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Here. And it looks like I'm calling you in regards to, I have you listed as the owner of Frank.
Okay, so this next little part here, he basically talks about a family business that we own that I have zero relation with whatsoever, and so he goes into that, so I obviously am not going to show that part just because I don't want to share too much information about my own personal family stuff. But basically he says that I'm the owner of this company, which I'm not. I have zero relation to it, and that's how we get to the point that we're at right now. And I don't know how my name got associated with it.
Did you do any kind of marketing for them? Did you use
Nope.
like a SEO software?
No, it's like a family-owned company that my search engine operating system is an SEO, by the way. Basically, what they do is they help use trafficking on Google, Yahoo, Bing, things like that, so that when you would search up a name of something, you search up, let's say, pickle, okay, and there's a pickling company that your family owns, and you want them to know that when they search up pickle, that comes up, and that is basically what an SEO firm does, is they help get those search terms out there, and stuff like that, and that is what he is trying to sell me here. Now the important parts don't come till later, so I'm going to skip to those, but basically that is what his product is, and somehow my name became associated with a company that, it came. My name became associated with some company for some reason, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, is how that happened. My name isn't anywhere associated with
Hey,
it.
Kennedy. Okay, all right. I see what kind of situation you're in. I'm gonna give you these calls no matter what I do for you. Honestly, man, there's so many offices that do this. It's not gonna stop since you're
information is already associated with it.
Yeah, because I
There's
get
a bunch
like
of
I get
these
the
lists
credit
that
card
get sold
information as
all
well.
over the country.
Yeah, I get
I'm
like
sorry?
I get like the credit card scams as well, like saying like, hey, sign up for this credit
Yeah,
card
yeah,
and we'll give
so-
you like 200,000 free dollars.
What you're gonna have to do, and I know this is gonna sound really annoying, and I know, but if you really, really want these calls to stop, there's an app called RoboKiller. It's like $1 a month, and it makes it so that none of these calls come through.
Okay. All right. Well,
I
thank
know
you
it
for your
sounds
help.
annoying, and it's like, shit, I have to pay so that you don't keep calling me, but it's literally the only way to make it stop.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it because you're like the first like person that's given me an honest answer, which is true. You've heard all the other
dude,
people.
I work in one of these call centers, and my phone gets called by them all the fucking
Right,
time,
because
too,
like
so it's really annoying.
everybody
I get
keeps
it.
on telling me like, oh, I'll be put on the do not call list, and I get a call from them like an hour later, and so
Oh,
like,
it's total bullshit.
yeah.
It's total bullshit.
I
There's no
appreciate
such
you
thing.
being honest
There's
with
no
me.
such thing.
did you hear that? There is no such thing. So thank you to this guy for telling me that because you know it just proves there is no such thing as a do not call list. You heard it. He said it. He works in a call center. But the important parts are still to come. So basically, this guy has come out and he said that there is no such thing as a do not call list. Everything they get is from some other website. And when you ask to be put on a do not call list, that's not actually a thing that they're putting you on. And that was very cool of him to basically admit that. But the coolest part about this all is still to come. And he's going to let me know basically what I can do next. And this is the important part of why I'm making this video.
Yeah.
So I have a question
What
for
you
you.
gonna do?
Yeah, I have a question for
Sure.
you. So I have a YouTube channel and like I vlog every day of my life and I talk about how I get these
Nice.
spam calls. But would you be okay with giving me an email to contact you and ask you some questions? I don't have to I won't give out your name or anything or where you work. Just I just want some
that's
answers
totally
to
cool,
like
man. Dude, I am a huge YouTube fan, man. I compulsively watch PewDiePie.
Subterfuge.
PewDiePie is like my dude.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, I love vlogging and stuff like. Yeah, that's totally cool. I watched a video on YouTube the other day where that exact same thing happened. It was a guy, he did videos on a call center, got a guy on the phone that did a call center and was like, hey, can I email you and have you talk on one of my videos and just kind of tell me what you do?
Yeah, that's like exactly what I want to happen. Just because like a lot of call center people are not as cool and legitimate as you, and like they're not willing to discuss the things with me.
Yeah, as long as I don't have to give you any of the business information.
Oh
I'll
no,
give you
dude,
my
I would
email
be.
and we can
I will
talk
keep
about it.
everything confidential. Like you're not gonna. Nothing will be exposed, and you know I'll keep everything confidential
Yeah, man.
because like I respect you and you.
To give you some. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, if you can get that set up, I'll do that for you so that you can have some good content. That
All
sounds
right.
like good content.
What
I'm
is,
okay with being a part of that.
What email? All right, so I basically thank him for the rest of this clip, and I basically just say thank you for being honest with me and all that fun stuff. Now, we end up chatting about like how the best way of contacting him is and stuff like that, and that's what we ended up doing. And so that is where we are today. I am waiting for an email back to him. I basically said thank you so much again for sitting down and talking to me. But the important thing is that we have finally reached somebody. I'm sure you guys are very annoyed by all the spam calls as much as I am. And I'm not trying to end spam calls. I know that's just never going to happen, but I'm just trying to get answers for myself and for you guys. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. This is the first part in, I guess, what is going to be a brand new series. I'm just going to still count this as a vlog because, this is what I did today was I talked to this guy and got answers. So hopefully you guys had a fantastic day today. If you guys are excited for this, make sure you drop a like on this video, drop a comment as well, and leave some questions you want me to ask this guy because yeah, this is good stuff. Got some juice in here. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great day. Leave a comment of some questions you want me to ask this guy, and make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Peace out.